This is my input delay before all of the tweaks I am going to be doing, and then this is my input delay after all of these tweaks have been completed. In today's video, I'm going to be going over some tweaks that you can personally do inside of your Fortnite game in order to lower your input delay in not only creative, but in-game as well. Recently, input delay and lag has seemed to be a big topic of discussion for competitive players. So I wanted to make an updated guide on exactly how to lower your input delay without going into any of your PC's settings. So please do not worry, this is not going to mess with any of your PC's settings and none of that will be affected. All of the tips that I include in this video are going to be purely inside of your Fortnite game. Be sure to use code SonataYT if you guys do want to support me in the item shop. And be sure to leave a comment letting me know if you guys stayed until the end of the video if you did. But without waiting any longer, let's hop into this video. So the first topic of discussion I want to go over for exactly how to lower your input delay is skins inside of your game. So some of the skins that you're going to be using are going to have more input delay than others. As you guys can see in the background clip right now, I am using the Nightbeam skin with the Dreamwing back bling, and I'm also using a glider, a wrap, and a contrail that have a lot of effects that can lower my input delay. Basically, a good rule of thumb is to realize that skins that have more effects on them will give you more input delay. And it's not just skins. Weapon wraps, gliders, and also contrails will give you horrible input delay if you use ones that contain too many effects. Because Fortnite is a very CPU-based game, a lot of these effects are going to put stress onto your CPU. So unless you have a crazy AMD Threadripper, I would highly recommend you guys try to use skins that have way less effects. As you guys can see, I am cranking right now on this Nightbeam skin, and you guys can see that my input delay is pretty low, but that's simply because my CPU is very good. Most of you guys are not going to be having as good of a CPU as me, so I'd highly recommend you guys try to use skins that have less effects in order to put less strain not only on your CPU, but other parts of your system as well. And depending on the amount of RAM and VRAM you have in your GPU, that will determine a large chunk of your input delay issues. In a perfect world, what you guys should try to do is use skins like default skins that contain very little input delay inside of them. These skins are built into the game files and they will not be making you lag very much. Especially if you guys are on weaker hardware, I would highly recommend you guys try to use this in order to minimize not only input delay but FPS drops as well. So to summarize everything that's been said so far, try to use skins that contain less effects in order to get better input delay in game. Now, as you guys can see in the clip that's up on screen right now, I am selecting the Elite Agent with the knife and the normal umbrella, and I'm also using no back bling in this clip. These are the ideal type of skins that you guys would want to use if you want to try to get the least input delay in competitive events. And on top of this, I am also using 1920 by 1080, capping my FPS to my refresh rate of my monitor, and also using performance mode with high meshes on. All of these video settings are perfectly optimal for me to get the least amount of input delay that I desire. Even if you guys are on a good system, I would recommend you guys try to use performance mode in order to still get that low input delay. The input delay will make a big difference even on a high-end system. The competitive advantage of using performance mode and low skin settings is very good because it's going to make it a lot easier to focus on the game rather than your skin and the various textures around you if you were using DirectX 11 or 12. Most of those additional features in DirectX 11 or 12 are just eye grabbers that can distract you from focusing on what you're really trying to focus on. And as you guys can see, now that I am using performance mode and a skin that is optimal for low input delay, my input delay has lowered about 2 milliseconds. And I know that doesn't seem like a lot on paper, but when you feel it in game, it's a very big difference. This amount of input delay is going to be the difference between you hitting the shot and you missing the shot. It's going to make a difference when you guys try to take enemy players' walls and when you guys are in endgame trying to hold a wall against somebody trying to spray into your box. All around, lower input delay is naturally better if you guys want to try and succeed. And as long as you guys use a skin that has a lot lower textures, performance mode if you guys can, and also those video settings that I went over earlier, you guys should be set in terms of your input delay. So really quickly, I would just like to go into my settings and show you guys one quick thing. If you guys do have the opportunity to do this, it's going to be a setting that's going to help you lower a lot of your input delay. What you guys are going to want to do is you're going to want to go into your search bar and then click Control Panel and then see what pops up here and click Enter. Another control panel is going to pop up. I'm just going to open this one right here. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go into your system and security setting right here. You're going to go into your power options, as you guys can see right here. And then you're going to go to this little setting right here and change this to high performance or ultimate performance, depending on exactly what your PC is, and you're going to set it to that setting. And then on top of this, you guys can go back to this right here. You can go into your system tab, and then once you're in your system tab, you can click on advanced system settings right here, and then you can obviously see where it says performance, visual effects, processor scheduling, memory usage, and virtual memory. You're going to click on this, and then you're going to click adjust for best performance. It's going to turn everything off, but there's only really two things that you guys do need to turn on. You're going to turn on smooth edges of screen fonts, and then you're also going to turn on show thumbnails instead of icons, and this is going to make sure that your computer looks as normal as possible while also functioning smoothly as possible. You're going to click apply, and then you're going to click OK as soon as the button pops up, and then you're going to click OK, and then you're going to exit out of control panel. And for me, I'm obviously going to keep the second one open just for now. But those are going to be the two tips that I'm going to be giving you guys outside of your game if anybody wants to use them. I know I said I wasn't going to include them, but I just thought if any of you guys have the chance to include these settings, just please feel free to go into the settings and enable this. Alright guys, that is the video on exactly how to lower your input delay in game. If you guys did enjoy, please consider dropping a like and subscribing to the channel down below. Please be sure to check out all of my socials that are in the description if you guys do want to follow me over there. Be sure to leave a comment letting me know if you guys reached this point of the video. But that's about it for this video guys. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye guys.